Okay, for this video, I'm going to test out combiners, talk about 5-star Leo Kaiser, and talk about the Midsummer Bounce Update Patch. Start off.
Decepticons, deploy!
But before combiners. First up is Leo Kaiser. Cryo Rush. Seems to be a clown. Let's do a Hex Zone over here.
Ready!
He's already almost dead, so he needs hand health. So shield buff. Bad.
Abilities ready!
Yeah, that is Leo Kaiser beforehand. Okay, now since Leo Kaiser's timer went out, now it's time for God Neptune. It is level 21.
Decepticons, deploy!
I forgot to
Decepticons, retreat!
Second.
Decepticons, deploy! Combiner engaged.
Ignore that part. Okay, now for God Neptune. It's 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. Tries 5-star, but I don't have this 5-star. So it's pretty good.
Abilities ready!
Leo Kaiser. Yeah, that's the Neptune. Next up, Galvatronus. Could we? Should only be invulnerability, so not him. Dino King, not him. Because it's only his going from water to acid. Luticus, I think, is going to change. So, probably going to be Luticus next. So, yeah. Wait till the time runs out and try him. Now to try Boot Kiss. And back.
Decepticons, deploy!
This timer went out.
Combiner engaged.
Let's do zone 14.
Abilities, ready!
Boot Kiss user. That's good. Should be loading.
Abilities, ready!
Yeah, that is Boot Kiss. Now to try out our next combiner. So we did. Who's this? Adaptuned. Govtronus, I think? No. Lucas. So then, leaves us with our next one, King, then Overlord, and that's it. King and Overlord as our next last two combiners to be tested.
Decepticons, deploy!
Let's try them out. Sup is King.
Combiner engaged.
Trying zone 13.
Now, reap the whirlwind!
It's something about meteors. Interesting. Well, you can do that. The other combiners could. Why they get those higher zone because of the other combiners. Yes, before.
Decepticons, deploy!
Yep. Now just wait for this combiner time to go out, then we'll try Overlord. Okay, now for Overlord. which I'm pretty sure he's getting a lot of things changed. In fact, all his abilities are getting changed. So let's try them out.
Decepticons, deploy! Combine!
His 3 stars, haven't gotten his 4-star part yet. Team per usual. Some damage.
Ability ready!
Not much. Could be the fact that mine is a 3-star, not a 4-star. Can play much factors into it. It's the thing with having combiner.
Excellent!
If it's low star combiner, it can be bad at higher zones. If it's a higher star combiner, you can be better at those zones. So do keep in mind if you're bad in higher zones with a lower star combiner. For example, let's take God Neptune. If you have 3-star, you only have abilities, which is God Sting and Tidal Wave. However, mine is the 4-star, so I have the God Sting, Tidal Wave, and God Splitter, which in turn makes my God Neptune better at dealing with high zones, because I can use this ability, which is better than these two in a bit. And plus, not only that, this one pairs with this one. And then if I were to get the 5-star, I can unlock this ability, which allows me to use it and deploy holograms of Sea Phantom, Half Shell, and Colligon, which perform their abilities. Yeah, and that's getting a buff as well. More DPS and health. So hopefully that helps. And once the bounce patch update is out, I'll be going to these combiners yet again, showing how they are after. So it'd be to it. Leo Kaiser after, God Neptune after, I believe. No, Lucas, Predaking, then Overlord. All these commanders I've used beforehand, now I'm going to use them again afterhand. Now that I'm done using combiners, let's get into the bots. First, we're going to get into Predacon Inferno, his nerf. For Predacon Inferno's nerf, he's going to get his speed bus removed from ability 1 through 10, and that will be moved to ability 11. So, where it says like 30% increase in attack speed and movement speed will be just moved to ability 11. Not only that, but basically his attack is being cut in half. So like how mine is 1385, it'd be instead around 680 for 10 seconds, which that would equal around 6,800 total. And his range would be reduced by 4 tiles. And his cost would be, instead of 5 plus 3, is now 7 plus 4. Next one is Air Raid and Slipstream for Decepticons. This one was just Predacon Inferno and Leopard. So let's do Slipstream. Air Raid and Slipstream, they are losing 25 tiles of range. So the ability stays the same, but the range would be down by 5 tiles. At least for this, it's because how much people use it to destroy the shield generator using build bots and stuff. And I'm pretty sure the devs do not like that, so they'll decrease in the range. So that's not as likely to happen, and to reduce the compatibility of that happening. And the reason why Predacon Inferno is getting nerfed is because his ability damage maxed is around 2,000 every 10 seconds. So that's around 20,000 damage, which is enough to take out everything, and including my Cronus, which is already healing every building, and a shield generator. So out of the shield generator and my Cronus, it's basically taking over that and not allowing it to heal when it should. Plus, you add in a fire dome, which is doing like taking away 56% fire damage, which is already a lot. Which is why he's getting nerfed by half damage. Next one is Beachcomber and Deluge. Special class. His chill effects have been removed because they were granting unintended damage reduction and more to show in the tooltip. So chilling. So chilling means the ally and caster both get the gun reflection and reflect 70% damage for 12 seconds. Caster also attracts nearby defenses. Oh wait, no. Here's chill. Eventually gain a new chill that when used, boosts the special damage of all allies by 20% for 13 seconds. This chill occurs every 30 seconds. So that's the chill removed. Now his special ability is being changed. Instead of making an ally invisible for 12 seconds, every 2 seconds during this, enemies near the ally will be hacked for 5 seconds. The ally and caster both get a Golden Lagoon effect to inflict 70% damage for 12 seconds. Caster also attracts nearby defenses. It's being changed to a hack pulse, which now a single pulse on cast, no splash damage. If I remember correctly, to make an ally invisible for 12 seconds, and you hack in an area, a single pulse, and for, let's see, if I solve, you also make them deal X amount of damage plus X amount of DPS actually. You do X amount of seconds of a pulse, a hack pulse. And these scale by star rating. Special ability 11. What it does, I do not know, because mine is already special ability 11. So I would have to go to my different account to see what it does when it gets to 11. My guess is it adds damage or pulse. Now for the G1, it would be different, and it goes to coat yourself in gold, increasing health by X% per ability level. Gain reflection shield, reflecting 30%, 40%, 50%, 65% of all incoming damage. I assume that would be depending on level slash rarity level of the core. And this reapplies every 10 seconds. And for the health, it's been reduced, like this would be a set value, reduced from 53,000 to 37,200 to align with other melee special mods. If you're wondering, well, that's a big decrease. It kinda is, because it's been decreased by about 30%. So, mine is a captain right now, so if mine's at 60,000 health, decreased by 30,000 is about 40,000 health left. And that is Deluge. And now for the reason why Deluge is getting nerfed is because of him being put on outposts, defense, and for the people that try to attack bases and stuff, well, with him having over like 1,100, almost 100,000 health, and his power going to basically 12,000, and if you look at Barrow, blocks 10% damage, but this is only level 5, 3-star. 5-star max gives like 30% blockage of all damage. Every 15 seconds gain 10% extra health for 5 seconds. So really, not only are you blocking damage, you're gaining health. So add that to the basically 80,000 health that Deluge already has. And this is every 15 seconds. Plus the 30% decrease of all damage. And the reflection of damage being reflected back to the attackers. So really, it makes Deluge now a tank. And with the invisibility and the hack and everything, that's why Deluge is getting nerfed. Because Deluge is already overpowered and needs a nerf to be around, for example, Runamux level. It's not entirely overpowered, but it is good enough to like stop your opponents in track. Same with Lugnut and Mindwipe. It's just enough to stop them, but not enough to like be too overpowered. Next one. Blue Streak and White. Gun class. Let's see. So what's happening here? So basically, as you can see here, the first hit per target reduces the max health, attack, and move speed by 30% for the rest of the battle. That is being completely removed and replaced with reduced attack and move speed by 10%, 20%, 30% for 20 seconds. I assume that's per star rating slash level of the ability. And the ability cost has been increased. So it was 5 plus 2, now it's 3 plus 4. Damage was roughly 500 more damage than Totem mentioned. So really, it says, so apparently, like, mine would be 3,668 according to the Totem, but in reality it's doing 4,168 damage. And that is Blue Streak and Mindwipe. Next one is BW Silver Vault and Cicadacon, which I think that is a special class. If I can find him. Oh, maybe it's an air class. There we go. The ability cost is going from 3 plus 3 to 4 plus 3. So he's only being increased by 1 simple ability point, which isn't too bad. So he is still usable. Why he is being increased, I do not know. I do assume it's because he is healing your squad per second. And with the damage, possibly. That would be my guess. And other enough is Big Daddy and Groundhog. The attack range is being reduced from 28 tiles to 15 tiles to prevent out of bounds hiding. Maybe because when you put them on defense, they like to go out of bounds where your bots cannot attack them, and you cannot use your abilities on them to kill them / eliminate them from battle, allowing them to kill you and make you lose the battle. And that is one of the most simple and good nerfs they can do. So if anybody has a problem with that, well, I wouldn't see why, because you wouldn't want to lose the battle. And again, you also wouldn't want to lose the defense. It's all in the matter of wanting to win at everything and playing it fair. Next one is called China Leochism. As you can see here, hack defenses, bots, and combiners except Comptron and launch area. This is marked as a super hack, meaning it cannot be anti-hacked, meaning countered in any way possible. Now, hack is going to be countered by anti-hack, and he's no longer going to have a self-passive. So basically before, you can hack an area with Headstrong having Lancion or Forge, and Headstrong would still get hacked. But now, after the bounce patch, Headstrong will no longer be able to be hacked, thus countered. And Leokai will no longer have his stealth, meaning he would be able to be attacked mid-battle, and no longer being tough as he was now, after the patch. And this is due to everyone complaining about the hack, saying, like, why can't I counter the hack, or does Lancion counter hack, or does this counter hack, does that counter hack? And they just basically got sick of this, saying, you know what, this is, the hack cannot be countered. Now we're going to Grapple and Dirtbag. see, then this is for the G1. Mine is for interval from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure this is for defense. So basically, if you put them on defense, they will spawn a ton of mines, make it difficult for people attacking. So this is more to make it, again, fair for attackers attacking base, kind of like with Deluge, and Copytron as well. Or not Copytron, Leo Kaiser, but either way. Autobots, Decepticons names are basically the same when you play both factions. Next one is Lightspeed and Iron Bison. Another introduction. Pretty sure this is for what? Range reduction has been adjusted to 95% and it was 100. Where it shows that, I do not know. Range reduction. I assume that would be blinding all target 2-2 for 12 seconds. Or 7.8, since I don't have a special 11 for Iron Bison. Which shouldn't be too bad since it's still pretty high. Next one is Optimal Optimus and T2
Fuel
Megatron.
cells.
This one, a lot of people are a bit confused on. Vain and a bit angry about. Range has been decreased from 19 tiles to 15 tiles. Cost has been gone from 7+2 to 7+3. Ability 11 is no longer wide explosives. Increase. I think. Yeah, no longer wide explosive. And it says fire lasts for 13 seconds, not 10. I think what I'm getting from this is it's stating that the fire lasts for 13 seconds and not 10. So what they're going to do is fix it to last just 10 seconds instead of 13. And freeze, which I don't know what says that. He just does a freeze. I assume that's his passive. It's now a disable. So he can no longer freeze bots, he can only disable bots. Next one is God Neptune, which would be the test I did earlier, which was actually the nerf. Let's see, for God's Sting, they removed the title effects. Now applies 10 seconds disable and electric damage over time on charge. For Tidal Wave, no longer reduces building stats or extends disable. Now grants plus 40% absorption shield for 5 seconds. Area radius from 8 tiles to 5 tiles. Range reduced from 12 tiles to 5 tiles. Now for God Splitter. Damage to 50%, which has been, so which would be a major debuff. So it would be from 5,800 to 2,900. No explosion on disabled enemies. After death, move to the 5-star. So really, if you want to gain ability damage increase now, you want to get the 5-star ability. Which that is now. In my opinion, a bad move for the developers. Because now it's just urging people to get the 5-star God Neptune. Which might encourage people to stop wanting God Neptune now. But for 5-star, which is Seacon's Voyage. But for Autobots, it's Vickers Assault. Increase health and DPS of decoys. Now next one. Swoop and Scourge. Now they no longer chain disable, which means like Chromia before the nerf, or Chromia and Fallout before the nerf, they could disable a ton in one go, which means your bots can't attack or do anything in any time. But with this, it means your bots can now have free time to use their abilities when you want. But that's for like the freedom that they have. And for this, for Super Scourge will prefer to disable those that don't have it. Those who get it can't be disabled for 10 seconds. It's a 6-second disable. So 4 seconds of freedom, which means you can use your abilities for 4 seconds before they will be disabled again by Scourge or Swoop. Now for Sea Spray and Octopunch. For this one, it says they now deal the damage the tooltip says, which implies that they weren't doing it and they were doing it over the amount tooltip says. Now for scouts, like Chromia and Failbat, they no longer disable lock. All scouts now in the middle of the Chromia and Failbat 3-second disable on 5-second cooldown. Base range slightly increased. Now for Breakneck and Smokescreen. I haven't been explaining the nerfs, have I? Let's explain some nerfs, shall we? See, I didn't explain Grapple and Dirtbag. For them, I do not know. Actually, no, I didn't explain it. Because defense. I'm thinking a different one. Iron Bison and Lightspeed, that's what I meant. Them, I do not know. Optimus and T2 Megatron. It's mainly because of them being overpowered. Ruination and God Neptune, also because of how overpowered they are. Swoop and Scourge, it's because of them disabling too much. Sea Spray and Octopunch, that I do not know. That would be up to the developers to say. Scout, I do not know again. Breakneck and Smokescreen. The ability 11 no longer applies Glass Gas, so this part is no longer there after the patch. And they're gonna rescale the Execute. For 2-star, 3-star, it would be 20%. 4-star, 30%. 5-star, 40%. And for the SA11, you might say, like, what about the ability 11? Well, it's going to be increased by 10% per star rating. So, like, for 2-star, 3-star, it's 20%, but ability 11, it's 30%. 4-star is 30%, SA11 would be 40%. 5-star is 40%, SA11 50%. I see use for this as in because it would be below 50%, could possibly one-shot build bots and pair with air raid against build bots to take out the show generators to again take out the headquarters with the rest of your team. That's what I see. Why they're taking out glass gas would probably because people have been using glass gas a bit too much. That's my guess, but I assume it would be correct. Next one is Tasmania Kid and Anti-Agony. Ability cost increased. Was 2 plus 2, that's 2 plus 3. Which I don't know if it would apply to the Alpha Swipe as well, or if it's just a Mega Swipe. Which I don't know, but I think it would be fine. It's not too much of enough. Why they're doing it? I think it's because attacking a Tasmanian Kid has been used a bit too much lately. Tracks and Cutthroat. Cost has been increased by 2 plus 5 to 2 plus 7. Which, why they're doing that, I do not know. I assume, same with Tasmanian Kid and Anti-Agony, it's because we use them too much. But what I want to know is why increase it to 2 plus 7? Which makes it, one, very expensive, where you can only get off 2 abilities in one battle. Which, according to Dell, one of the people who makes this game, he's a bit overpowered, but yet he wants to promote 5-star Cutthroat, which is coming soon. What I don't get is why promote 5-star Cutthroat but also increase his ability cost. Like, don't promote and nerf them at the same time. That's a bad idea. So, really, if you want to use this bot, it's up to you, but beware of the increased. Because the plus 2 ability points per use can be dangerous. Because that's 4 ability points you're losing per use. So that's 3 abilities used, and you're losing 4 points from what it usually would be. Now for the next one. Trailbreaker and Exhaust. And there it is. Let's see. His ability is going from 3 plus 2 to 4 plus 2, which again, it's only 1 ability up, but it's not much of a big deal. So it shouldn't be too bad. For 3 seconds, you generate a force field within its range, you and your allies reflect 12% of the damage received back to you. Why he's going plus 1, I do not know. It's all up to guesses. Now let's go do the fixes. And there are a bunch of fixes. I mean a bunch of fixes. Let's do... okay, right there. First one, air raid in the slipstream. Again, added explosive checks. 20-second time. Added extra checks to prevent double damage. Yes, they were doing double damage stuff. Again, I mean, basically, you were to destroy one building, and you would destroy those buildings, but also activate again to where you can destroy another building, and then you could do it again. That's what it means. And that would be the same thing for Skyhawk and Brainstorm as well. For Alpha, Tryon, and Tarn, let me find them. Tryon and Tarn. They no longer deal double damage. Wonder where they do that. Good. At the Breaker and Flame War. Charges, yep. Fixed, disable, and damage. Tooltip corrections. I'm just gonna say the bots and not pull them up screen. Or maybe I should, I don't know. I'll just pull them up screen. Aerial and Skiller. Ability 11. 4-star, 5-star. Buff direction corrected to 15 seconds. Even though mine is already 15 seconds, so I don't know what that means by that. So I assume it wasn't 15 seconds in battle. It's only 15 seconds on the tooltip. Blast Breaker and Gabu. Okay, now 2-star. Damage over time direction reduced from 6 seconds to 5 seconds. Assume that's for the 5-star. Beat up Ironhide and Sea Clamp. Ability direction was always 6 seconds, now fixed. So I'm assuming this was supposed to be 6 seconds, not 10. Ram Horn. BW Ram Horn. Ability now does fire damage. Don't know what it means if it's being replaced with fire instead of acid, or it's just going to do fire and acid. There's only one way to find out. Loose Leak and Wired Rider. For them, they just fixed the wall bump issue. Build core. Bar core is not cryo resistant. Buildings around it take reduced cryo damage. Build core electric. Increase resistance to electric damage to adjacent buildings. Same values as other element-like cores. Combiner decoys can no longer trigger Combiner beacon. Only level 3 ever worked. Levels 1 and 2 are now consistent. Cheeto and Black Arachne. Let's see, where are they? If I can even move my thing up. I did overkill protection. Defensive and Abominus. Jump ability always deals acid damage. Tooltips and disabled, now standardized. Fire drive and blowpipe. Doing 20% less damage to walls. So it was 8%, 8x more, now it's doing 20% less. Force. Okay, wasn't done that yet. Oh, well, we're missing. Oh, weapons. Duh. Hack Community applies at all star levels. G1 Optimus Prime and G1 Megatron. Standardize. Disable template. Tooltips updated, no power change. Okay, I'm just gonna stay all of this. I'm not. This is going to be a long one. Grapple and dirt bag. Mine explosion damage. Collected and correct tooltip numbers. Golden Lagoon. No longer stacks without the reflection effects. Hoist and crankcase. Healing aligned to 1 second ticks. Range fixed to 5 stars. Hot Rod and Nemesis Prime. Invulnerability shield now removed by FFD. Classified correctly as shield, tooltip clarified. Ironhide and Bludgeon now use correct electric damage type, tooltip updated. Laser Optimus Prime and Armored Megatron. Tooltips clarified to include 5-star disabled. Lightspeed Iron Bison. Ability 11. Upgrade description corrected. Long Haul and Alpha Bravo G1. Armor plating lasts full battle. Was 2 seconds. Notice Conan Dreadhorn. Range of 3-star and 4-star matches 5-star versions. Medhawk and Bomb Burst. Cost from 3+3 to 4+4. Multiple DPS element arrows. So basically a bunch of bots, which is Air Raid and Slipstream, Blades and Dirge, Alpha Waffle and Longhaul, Bluestreak and Wire Ride, Brainstorm and Skyhawk, Cup and Dayden, Perceptor and Bombshell now all display correct DPS elements. Night Stalker and Ravage was only crit doubling if the equipped bot was alive, since it was cast by that bot. Now retargeted as true passive as Night Stalker / Ravage themselves. Pearl and Brawl damage now matches tooltip. Punch and counter punch, stealth and disable timers unified. Stun duration rescaled. Pyromagma and Bone Crusher. Tooltip versus actual damage mismatch fixed. Raiden and Dino King. Core ability, now defense against acid damage, not water. 60% down to 30%. Look and block, decoy no longer targets walls. Lunge and shoot. Now count as shield, glance over time instead of every 0.5 seconds. Rest Dust and Scavenger, ability range increased to match visuals. SB and SB Megatron Optimus no longer reduces movement speed. Sawtooth and Joy, AoE now correctly scales with DPS buffs. Sentience Twins, AI now prefers attack-based defenses over resource buildings. Seaspray Octo now does the damage mentioned in tooltip. Was previously doing around 5k per second, tooltip did not mention this. SG Jetfire and SG Thundercracker drones now use shield VFX. Smokescreen Breakneck fix inconsistencies with the execute if damage reduction was applied to the target. 6 gun and truck heavy damage now matches tooltip. Skyrainer Galvatronus. Invulnerability shield lasts for 15 seconds, not 10 seconds. Now correctly reflects tooltip. Fix Metal Storm's long delay. Now cast immediately on target. Skyburst and Ramhorn BW. See character burst and fixed mirrored heal. Slash and Whippersnapper. Snuff duration for 5 seconds to 15 seconds per tooltip. Shield barrier and double crossover shield distributed every 15 seconds was 1 second. Shield ball and Thundercracker swap preset system damage matches tooltip. Springer and Asher Train fixed healing numbers and tooltip. Star and Hunger fixed as it wasn't recognized as fire in some cases. Strafe and Thrust targeting AI tweaked to prefer attack-based defenses. Striker Row now correctly increases smash damage. Storm Class and Viper both are now acid. Squad Core's aerial and DPS now boost fire, acid, and electric DPS. Trailbreaker and Exhaust. Reflect Shield no longer grants disable immunity. Twin-First and Colorgon. Fixed initial with 100% attack and range not intended. Effective Prime and Nova Prime. Holograms increase durability. Wheeljack and Ratchet. Speed buff scaling fixed was always 6 seconds. Windblade and Dive Bomb. Speed normalized to 1.7. And that is all the fixes. And that is that. That's all the nerfs and fixes. The buffs, on the other hand, well, the buffs, let's talk about that. For the first buff is Autobot Jazz and Mixmaster. Cost decreased from 9+3 to 7+3. Range up from 23 to 25 tiles. Ability 11 now deals electric damage per second for 6 seconds instead of normal damage. So he's now gaining electric damage as well. Astro Train and Springer. Healing now targets themselves and allies. Previously only allies, but now it can target themselves as well. Defense per animal set from 4+2 was 4+4. Range increased from 14 to 18 tiles. Blaster and Soundwave. Increased health and DPS by 5%. Health is now 30k, 35,000 base. DPS is 493. Brainstorm and Skyhawk. VFX updated, speed buff duration rounded from 5.5 seconds to 6 seconds. Cost decreased from 6+3 to 4+3. Ability is now Cryo. Static Bomb is now a Cryo Bomb and reduces both attack and speed. Prawn in full tilt. What would they be? Full tilt. Don't even look fun. Improve rocket balance. Targeting logic now prefers defenses within range. BW Ramhorn, and BW Plow. So that is also... Yep. Ability now grants plus 10 permanent health rather than a flat number. Cosmos and Mindwipe. Added a third bounce to his ability at ability 11. Cheetah and Black Arachnia. Cheeto, not Cheetah. Added Overkill Protection Gen 1. Health increased by 20% in cost from 4+2 to 3+2. Chromia and Felbat. Delete that. Ability 11 Towers. Glassy Cat. The Glass Gas effect increased from 25% to 60%. Disable is now 3 seconds. Not 2. 4-star Tower ability 1 to 11 from 50% to 75%. Ability 11 75% to 100%. 5-star ability 11 1 to 10 from 75% to 100%. And ability 11 100% to 130%. And this is for health and DPS, I assume. Cliff Jumper and Kick Back. Do that. Ability cost reduced from 4+1 to 3+1. Dinobot and Dinobot 2. Decoy count from 3 to 4. Decoys taunt every second. Self-heal buff raised from 20% to 35%. Cliff and Barricade. Now grants movement speed increase in addition to attack. Dust Up and Vortex. Slight damage increase. Grenade damage now shown in tooltip. Ability cost reduced from 3+1 to 3+0. Elite 1 in Lugner. Cost decrease from 8+3 to 6+3. Firefly and Blast Off. Share duration from 4 seconds to 6 seconds. Firefly range decreased from 25 to 2 tiles. I assume that's also for Blast Off. But no longer deals 50% of damage in AoE, deals 100% damage in AoE. First Aid and Reflector. Healing doubled, ability 11 now around 40% stronger and shows HP as in tooltip. Minions retarget 80% faster. G1 Ironhide, and G1 Bludgeon. Taunt chance from 30% to 50%. Heifer and Lockdown. Healing turret and damage turret rebalance. More damage. Slow damage down. And reload the turret so it can be understood. Additional healing. Hound and Dragstep. Hound and Dragstep. Yep. Cost from 6+2 to 3+2. Medic class. All medics regenerate 2% health every 5 seconds, not just flatline and maneuver. AI now targets bots intelligently. Launch and breakdown. Disabled duration 8 seconds to 12 seconds. Ability 11 increase. Ability cost from 4+1 to 4+0. Jetfire Sky Striker and Skywalk Night Raven. Cost from 5+2 second. What is that second? So 5+2 to 4+2. Range for 24 tiles to 28 tiles. Optimus Primal and BW Megatron. Health boost scales to 20% of max health over 50 seconds at max range. Paraglide and Cyclonus. For them, it's their rework that they will be getting. Logic and Hook. Duration of shield from 5 seconds to 8 seconds. Healing increased by 35% at 5-star max, plus 360 HP per hit, plus 6.8 thousand total. Regular and Lunar Mark. Pass it is now 5 seconds, not 3 seconds, including in total. Rhinox Insurances. Ability now collect reduced cryo damage. Totem updated to reflect this. Optimus Prime Matrix and Maroon Master Sword. Reduced damage taken from autocannons, lasers, shock towers, and miniguns up to 13.5%. Cost from 6+2 to 4+3 as well for them. Rest Death and Scavenger. Rarity range increase to match virtuals, increase range to match skids in knockout. 9 increase to 24 tiles. Sandstorm and Nocturne. for some people know him as Octane. G1. G1 SA damage / heal bonuses now scale. G1 supply now grants health. She's Blade and Octone. Area range increased from 3 to 6 when tornado spirals. I don't know what Octone is. It should be it should be what do you call it? Octopunch, not Octone. But I don't know where you find them. Area range increased from 3 to 6 tiles. When tornado expires, disable nearby enemies. Skylinks and Blitzwings. Shoot from 4 seconds to 6 seconds. Skyburst and Onslaught. Ability 11 impact range increased for reliable adjacent hits. Text clarified disabled 2 to 5 seconds. Sunstreaker and Swindle. Range increased from 3 tiles to 28 tiles. Cost from 7+2 to 6+2. Star and Hunger. Now grants attack and movement speed buff. Speed reduced from 3.4 to 1.9. And health increased by 20%. Base 34,000 health. Cost from 4+3 to 3+2. Now gains plus 50%. Plus 15% lifesteal during the ability. And move and attack speed increased from 100% to 250%. Star Saver and Death Source. Cost decreased from 10+3 to 8+3. Attacking knee and Tasmania Kid. Mega Swipe now deals cryo damage. Tiger Hawk and Wasp Banana. Ability slows attack and move speed. Cryo. Damage now cryo. Cost from 5+3 to 4+3. Titans. All passive. They are now passive immunity to ability damage, which that is for Nemesis, Triptychon, and Scorponic on Decepticon side, and Metroplex. Metroplex, Arc, and Fort Maximus on Autobot side. And Factor. We speed from 2.7 to 2.0. Optimus and T2 Megatron. Disable passive duration cut from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. To tone down cast frequency, he still cycles through 6 abilities, preferring melee and wind in range. Okay, let's pick that apparently. Ultra Magnus and Galvatron. where they would be at. Unless I passed them already. Yep. Unified ability animations at Ultra Magnus and Galvatron does not transform. Ultra Magnus does not transform. Galvatron does. Ability 11 duration 10 seconds to 14 seconds. Cost 5 plus 3. They didn't even decrease that, I guess. Range increased from 20 to 24 tiles. Damage over time duration increased 7 seconds to 10 seconds. Converted part of their damage on electric damage. No longer has ability 11 on death effect. Made the design too complex. Guard and Junk Keep. Revive now a revive, not heal. Ability 1 to 11 ability immunity 2 seconds. Ability 11 4 seconds. Ally gains plus 40% attack and move speed for up to 6 seconds. And that is the bus. Okay. Let's do next. Let's do warrior changes. For warrior changes, we have Bulkhead and Breakdown Pine. Cost from 4 plus 2 to 3 plus 2. Slow reduces attack and move speed 7%. Element is now Cryo. Drift and Barricade. Cost from 3 plus 2 to 3 plus 3. Pipes and Headstrong. No longer slows defenses. Cost is now 3 plus 1 to 3 plus 2. Ironhide and Bludgeon. Tooltip updated, no further changes. That's it. Good Fire and Ramjet. Gains plus 80% health on ability use. Jump Stream and Scrapper. Cost from 4 plus 3 to 3 plus 1. 4 plus 1 to 3 plus 1. Get that right now. Hotspot and Tantrum. Now gains plus 80% health on charge. Cost from 4 plus 2 to 3 plus 3. Sludge and Straxus. Cost from 5 plus 3 to 4 plus 2. Inferno and Rodimus Maximus. Unicron, not Maximus. I don't know why I said Maximus. Gain plus 30% health when rushing into combat. Trentress and Colgon. Now grants both attack and move speed to compensate for the fix. Read below in fixed sections. And I said earlier about Colgon, which was fix an issue where the 100% attacks and range would stack, not intended. That's it for wheel changes. Now for combat buffs. Combat. Okay, combat buffs. Flashbreaker and Gabu. Damage over time now 50% DPS per second for 5 seconds. 25% more per cast. Dire in Overkill. Breath range from 2.3 to 4.5 range. And titles, not range. 5D damage over time. Takes every 1 second. Self-heal from 50% to 50%. Fire drive and blowpipe. In Cosmos West, Nightstick and Flashes point pinpoint to Stinge. Triceratops and Heartbone, Sport and Aimless, Stylo and Sunbeam. Flak and Cranberry now boost all DPS types, Electric, Cryo, Acid, and Fire. Glitch and Glitch and Gatorface. If I can find Gatorface. Oh, what's the Gatorface on this? Blind. Gatorface. Glass gas scaling adjusts to 10, 20, 30, and 40%. Until stealth every 10 seconds for 5 seconds. Deal double damage while stealthed. Victory Leo. Oh, that's for Savage. Here's Savage. Victory Leo and Tiger Chess. Now effective range special bots mean you can equip it to just them and not only just Death Source and Star Saber. Equipping Star Saber as less Death Source grants plus 15% health. And that is the combat bus. Let's see, what else is here? Ability 11s. For ability 11 we have SG Thundercracker, which is decoy. SG Thundercracker and Jetfire. Decoys now explode upon death, doing 2x your DPS as normal damage. Coming soon will be Tigerhawk and Wasp Tornadoes, SA-11, which is Cryo Blizzard, disables targets for 10 seconds, and the slow is increased to minus 70%. Minerva and Roar are also getting SA-11, but they are not finished yet, so it'll take some time for them to release the SA-11 for them. see here, anything else? Okay, I think it's about time to test mods. Let's do
Decepticons, deploy!
Mindwipe. Let's get nerfed. My skin buffed. Nothing. Nerf. Buff. Changed. And top it all. Let's just put an impactor in there. Now I just get movement speed. Yeah, I think that's good.
Crush them!
I actually think the decrease on the
Ready!
cost of weapons is definitely good. That'd be 9 instead of 11.
Deploy!
Usually do this. She gets unstunned. He'll pass that.
Ability ready!
Oh.
Power flows to the one who knows how.
It's just a full patch. Before you get actual bounce patch, and